This is LP Giobbi.
Listen up, children.
You are listening to Femme House Radio.
I said listen up, children.
On Diplo's Revolution, Sirius XM.
A wonderful night is made as much by the dancers as the music. Guided as much by the spirit of joy in the room as by the hand which reaches for the next record. Each of us has a role in tonight's experience. We all play in the band.
This is LP Giobbi, and I founded Femme House, a 501c3 foundation and educational platform that teaches the technical areas of music making for women, non-binary, trans, and other marginalized gender identities. Every week, I will be interviewing and spotlighting women in music while bringing you the best dance tunes from around the world.
You are with LP Giobbi on Femme House Radio, and our next guest is multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, producer, performer, and bass virtuoso, DeTiger. She has been playing the bass since age 7 and started DJing at 17. In 2021, she returned to the live space and sold out her entire How Did We Get Here tour and supported Jungle and Bleachers, which she also played SNL with Bleachers earlier this year. This year, Blue had over 100 million streams across the globe and signed to Capitol Records with the release of her new single, Blondes. Blue, welcome to Femme House Radio. We're so honored to have you.
Thank you for having me.
What a remarkable little blurb that is.
So what is your...
It's just a hair flip. Yeah. What is your origin story? How did you become DeTiger?
Good question. First of all, DeTiger is my real name, so there's no origin story with that.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah. You're kidding me.
My real. I can show you my ID. It's my real name. So that's
you literally had to be a rock star at birth because what?
I'm gonna name my kids something crazy. So they have to. So they're just guided in that direction.
Wait, that is remarkable. I was gonna ask you, how did that name come to be? You're kidding me. You were born with that?
It's my real name. Yeah, it's my real name. Yeah. So I'm like half Dutch. My last name's Dutch, so it's like DeTiger, but everyone says DeTiger. So that's the vibes. And then,
So how did you get into music?
So, I started really young when I was 7. It was because my brother was playing drums. He's a few years older than me. He was playing drums at the time. And I was like, I want to play something. And then I just started playing bass, and I just never really looked back. And then I was like playing bass in different bands. And then started DJing, and then I always bring my bass to my DJ sets and play, and then started making my own music while I was touring with other people, just kind of doing everything music-wise. And then finally started releasing my own stuff, and then the pandemic hit, and then just really full force focused on that, and now we're kind of here. So.
Dude, pandemic stories, I feel like it was either a make or break for people, so it obviously was a make moment for you, which is really cool. Do you still play drums with your brother?
Yeah, so he plays in my band with me when we play live. He's also a great producer and songwriter, and we work a lot together making songs.
Are you kidding me? That is the dream.
It's very sweet.
Oh, man, I wish. Yeah. My brother can barely come to my shows because he just is like, what is this music? Like, he loves Eminem and the Killers, you know? So I'm like, he's like, what is this? Oh, man, amazing. Do you ever play electronic focused festivals? Because it seems like you're really positioned as a band artist, but I fell in love with you from a DJ standpoint.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. Thank you. I'm doing this one in Europe. That's just a DJ set. And now I'm kind of doing this thing where I'll play my set, with my band and everything. We'll do everything, and then I'll do some after parties and stuff. From the festival, which is really, really fun. And it was my first time doing it was the other weekend, where I did 3 festivals in a row, and then each night I did a after party DJ thing, which was so fun. And I opened for Sophie Tucker, who are homies of yours, right?
What was this?
I know you from this was first week of March, because I know you from them because I love them. They were always with you, and I was like, okay, now I love you. But they were so nice, and they were so sweet. It was Crossed. We did
no way, you played with them at Crossed? Oh man, oh my god, I'm sure I've talked to them about you.
Oh, really?
They love you. Yes, we've.
I love them too. We go way back. I don't know. I've way back. I feel like
they also just bought us.
because I was like, I'm really close to the Knox guys.
Oh, no shit.
From like New York. It's like a lot of like New York shit.
They just bought a spot in New York finally, like, to spend more time there and kind of, and so they're going to be out there a lot, which is like a huge cover for me, because whenever I'm in New York, I end up spending way too much money on hotels, so I'm like, fucking finally, I can crash with a friend for free. Wait, so that's rad. Yeah, okay, that's so funny, because we talked about a dream like tour for us would be to tour with you, because it's like the perfect combination. And that's why I was like, well, you're playing all these like festivals, which I get, but like in my mind, you're like an electronic DJ artist and bass player.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like that's kind of like where I started. And then
I think it's a smart trajectory, but
yeah, that's just like kind of where I started. And I was like DJing before I was like making my own music and stuff, like all over New York. And then when I started putting out my own music, you know, I'm also like, you know, obviously like musician, bass player at heart. So I was like, when I do my set,
you're obviously like a
full band,
multi instrumentalist musician. Yes.
Yeah, I guess. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do like my full bit. But now it's kind of cool. I can do like best of both worlds, where I can do like my set, and then I can kind of like fulfill like the DJ part of me in other ways. But I'm doing this like one festival in Europe that's like just like a DJ set, and then I'll do like, it's called Frequency. It's an
fire. Oh my God, who's your agency?
I have Wasserman in the U.S. and then in Europe, Primary
Talent. That's tight. Who books you at Wasserman?
Sam Hunt and Evan Hancock.
You have Sam Hunt and Evan? Fuck.
Yeah,
okay, so Sam Hunt is the best agent, period. He's the best agent.
I know.
He's like actually the most Dude, that's Diplo's agent. Like, he's the best.
No, I know. He's like everyone's agent. Like, he's like all the best people's agent.
Oh, yes. I was going to say, no, everybody wants him to be their agent, but he's like, he is the most... If you send him an email, you get a response within seconds. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's a famous thing about him, and sometimes I'll test him, and I'll text him something like so dumb and horrible. I'll text him like a joke or like a meme, and he'll respond like right away.
Wait, this is amazing. I always am like, dude, does your wife fucking hate you? Because like, how you must constantly be on your phone. Like, I would be so pissed if I were her.
He's like very famous for that. But it's great. I love people like that. I need like responses right away. I love that shit. And Evan's also great. He does like Kate Tronada
and does he also work on
Fred again?
Oh, he does Fred again? I love Evan. I've known Evan for a long ass time. I didn't realize
so Evan's super sick. I'm very, very lucky.
Dude, that is such a fucking fire team.
No, I'm very, very lucky. And they're like, you know, it's like we've done like DJ set thing. They do like
because they get like Evan really gets the DJ set. I mean, obviously so does Sam, but I feel like Evan actually really he's like a head.
Yeah, and like they work with a bunch of artists that can like do both too. Because I like when I was going into it, I was like, I want to establish like me as like artist with like music where I play with a band and everything, and then like kind of on the side just for like.
Because it's usually people go the other way, you know. Like I mean, at least in my world, it's like you're a DJ producer, and then you develop a live show, which is like you just turning knobs. And it's actually like, kind of quite awkward.
It's kind of like the other way around.
I love that you're doing like, no, I'm a musician, and then I can go like do this shit.
Yeah, because
like,
a lot of people like don't know I can DJ, and then it's like kind of funny when people.
You're like, actually, that's what I started doing.
It's fun for me, but it's like less pressure too, because it's more just like it's just like a fun thing that I like to do sometimes.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So do you have a preference between doing DJ sets and live sets?
I prefer at this moment in time doing live sets, just because that's like where my head's at, making music wise. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, your live sets are fire.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of where that's like where I'm at in this time. But I love doing like a little DJ set on the side, or a little after party.
It's really the perfect balance that you have going. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's a good balance. But yeah.
So your remix for Diplo and Damian Lazarus' Jungle is incredible. Sam Ciara at Higher Ground played it for me before it was released. He literally called me and he's like, "You're gonna die over this," and I did. I was like, she did it again.
It's a lot of bass.
It's all bass. It's so good. So what was your process in creating that track?
I was like, they asked me for a reason. Like they must want. And I was like, is this too much bass? And I was like, why else would they ask me if they didn't like expect this?
It's brilliant.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I
even said to Sam, I was like, do you wish that this was the original bass line? Like, how much do you wish that? He was like,
I even said that because I did this before I toured with Jungle, before I opened for Jungle, and then we like spoke about it a little bit, and they were really nice about it.
I mean,
I was like, "Do you guys hear the remix?" And they were like, "We love it. Like, it's amazing." Like, it was funny, but yeah.
It just felt like, like sometimes a remix sounds like a remix, and that's fine, but yours sounded like an original. That's I think what I was so drawn to. It was really cool. So what do we have to look forward from you? I heard there is a European tour coming in May.
Yeah, so I'm going to Europe in May. First headline shows there. I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm doing Great Escape as well, which is like a little festival in Brighton. And yeah, I'm super hyped. I have a new song coming out this Friday, April 1st.
Okay. What is the track called?
It's called Hot Crush Lover. You guys should all check it out. It's with a video. I'm very proud of the video. I think it's very cool.
Congrats.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, that's kind of what's up.
That's
then,
that's a lot. So
yeah, so a lot of like
look forward
and a lot of new music, and yeah.
Amazing. Well, I'm a huge fan. It was a huge honor to have you on the show. We love you at Femme House. Keep kicking ass.
Thanks, girl.
This is LP Giobbi.
Listen up, children.
You are listening to Femme House Radio.
I said listen up, children.
On Diplo's Revolution, Sirius XM.
A wonderful night is made as much by the dancers as the music. Guided as much by the spirit of joy in the room as by the hand which reaches for the next record. Each of us has a role in tonight's experience. We all play in the band. I said, we all play in the band.
This is LP Giobbi, and I founded Femme House, a 501c3 foundation and educational platform that teaches the technical areas of music making for women, non-binary, trans, and other marginalized gender identities. Every week, I will be interviewing and spotlighting women in music while bringing you the best dance tunes from around the world.